Howdy, y'all. My name is Krish Patel, and I'm from the great state of South Carolina. And first and foremost, I want to give you all the congratulations in the world to all the other state winners. And I'm excited to see you guys in D.C. I live in Summerville, which is about 25 miles northwest of Charleston. Charleston's a pretty cool city. In Charleston, you can explore the downtown Charleston. And in downtown Charleston, we have the slave market, Rainbow Road. Then you can see Fort Sumter and even the plantations that the slaves worked on. Then you can see USS Yorktown, which is a World War II battleship. And you can enjoy and relax at the great golf courses and the amazing beaches. Also, you can always feel our great southern hospitality and the great seafood we give and the beautiful places with the smiling faces.
Liberty Gardens is a garden that is inside my school. At Liberty Gardens, there are busts of many famous people. These people include Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a great person because he oppressed those people who were mean to his race. But by mean, I mean discriminating his race. Next, let's go to Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was a person who was very curious, and this curiosity led to him making many scientific discoveries. I want to be curious just like him. Next, let's go to Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was a person who went to India to help the poor and be compassionate to the poor. This must remind me that I need to be compassionate to everybody I know. Next, my favorite, Mohandas Gandhi. Gandhi was a spiritual, political, and yet spiritual leader of India. He believed in non-violence and ahimsa, and which what led him to his famous Salt March, which led to his independence. Next is Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was the World War II leader for Great Britain. He believed that courage was what you need to attack, and courage is also what you need to defend and sit back now. But lastly, one of my other favorites, the Dalai Lama. He's a symbol of peace, and this symbol of peace is that he wants to break peacefully away from China, and the Tibetans consider him as a god, but he just considers himself as a leader who just wants the best for his people. These are the people who I admire, and I hope you admire them too.
Some tips on how to study geography. You need to love geography in order to study it. You also need to be very curious and learn about all these places. And when you have some free time, after your homework or something, come here and stare at this map. Oh, you should really get this huge map that I have. It's really interesting and it really helps you because you don't need an atlas, it's not really tiny, you don't have to squint at it. Back to how you study. What I do is I just bring the chair up and I just look at the map. Also, I decide to do one country per day. Today, I'm thinking of doing the country of Turkey. Turkey is a really interesting country. It has the Black Sea, the Aegean Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. It also has many cities and many rivers, also 2 major lakes. This only gives the geography part of it, but geography is also made up of culture and other physical geography. So if you want to know about who lives there, what their flag's like, what they eat, what their climate is like, you should really go in a reference book or go online to search for more information. Also, when you're going online or looking at these reference books, pretend you're a miner and you're looking for treasure. You keep mining your information, finally you reach your jewel. And in that jewels, there's many other jewels, smaller jewels, other interesting facts about each country. This is how I study geography, and I think of my mining journey as studying geography. It really helps me and inspires me to go forward. Now, I'll tell you about some facts. First fact. Oh, when I was doing geography, I came up with a lot of new facts, but these are my top 5 favorite. Number 1, let's start in the city of Dubai. In Dubai, there's a Burj Khalifa Tower. The Burj Khalifa Tower is the tallest tower in the world. It's more than half a mile tall. Now, there's the Muslim month of Ramadan. The Muslim month of Ramadan, you cannot eat before sunset, and you can only eat after sunset. But since the Burj Khalifa Tower is so high, people on the 80th floor or above have to eat 3 to 4 minutes later or after the sunsets than people below the 80th floor. That's pretty cool. Next, let's go to Nat Geo. Which country has the most tractors per capita? Any guesses? Well, if you said the little country of Slovenia, you're correct. Slovenia has tons of tractors. About one tractor for every 2 people in the country. That's pretty cool. Now let's scuttle along to the Pacific Ocean. Here I'm going to talk about the Pitcairn Islands. Pitcairn Islands are a group of 4 islands that are administered by the United Kingdom. It is the most remote, least populated, and the smallest administrative division in the whole world. It is made up of 4 major islands, and only the largest and most populated one, Pitcairn, and wait for it, it has 90 people. That's it, 90, on this one little island. It has 1 port, and it's about 90 people, 6 families, are concentrated in one little island. That's pretty cool too. Now, I'm going to go to Colombia. In Colombia, there's the bespectacled bear. And what's so special about the bespectacled bear? This bear is the only bear in Central and South America. The bespectacled bear is really, really interesting. It has about a tannish, white, ivory-like snout and a blackish-brown back. They're they can grow really large, but their cubs are so cute. And lastly, I'm going to talk about Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is the only country in all of the continent of Africa to speak Spanish. Spanish is about the national language and the official language, and about 70% of the people speak it. People might speak Portuguese, French, let's see, what's next? English, but nobody except Equatorial Guinea speaks Spanish. I've had a really fun time sharing interesting facts with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation about how I study and about my city and who I admire. And as I go to the Nat Geo Bee, see y'all in DC.